So in today's video, I was originally going to give you guys a how AEW should debut both CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. And I had it all planned out, man. Like I had a notepad and everything. I had a really good view on how Punk and Bryan should both be debuted in a way that they get their moment and no one gets overlooked and stuff like that. But due to CM Punk most likely debuting on August 20th on the AEW Rampage, the first dance at the United Center, there's really no point of making that type of video, really. So instead of doing that, guys, I'm going to give you another first on the channel, because in today's video, I am going to give you guys 5 wrestlers who I think, in my opinion, that can be top draws in the WWE. Well, not just top draws, but top stars, who will be successful on the main roster, who I think that could be like top tier, if that makes any sense. So, let me know in the comment section, man, what you think about this video. Like, subscribe, and also, who do you else think could be a prominent role in the main roster? Who do you think is going to be some future stars in the WWE? So with that being said, in no particular order, we're going to get started with, and this is going to be a controversial one because, he hasn't really been good lately so far, booking-wise, but I still think that with the right material and with the right booking, he could be successful. And that's Keith Lee. Keith Lee, I really think that someone like Keith Lee could be special on the main roster. And one of the things I love about Keith Lee, granted, he's decent on the mic, but what I really love about Keith Lee, and I think what lots of people in the WWE love about Keith Lee and even like, is that the guy is his physique. Like, look at someone like Keith Lee's size. Like, you don't see someone like Keith Lee pulling off all these maneuvers and stuff, doing all these dives, this and that here and there. Like, that's what is special about Keith Lee. And you could tell, like, the WWE universe, the fans love Keith Lee. Like, Royal Rumble 2020 and Survivor Series 2019 are 2 prime examples of Keith Lee being over, because he had a massive pop when he went up against Roman Reigns. He had a massive pop when he went up against Brock Lesnar. And it just goes to show you, man, that the fans, they got something with Keith Lee. But the reason, again, the booking has not been so good on Keith Lee lately, obviously. I mean, he disappeared for a few months. We didn't know where he was. I mean, like, he just disappeared. He comes back. He challenges Lashley. He pretty much gets squashes by Lashley. Then this past Monday Night on Raw, he loses to Karrion Cross. So hopefully the bad booking stops for Keith Lee, and he picks up a little bit more momentum as the year goes by, because he could be one of the guys that, who knows, could probably dethrone Lashley. So coming in at number 2 on this list is Damien Priest. And Damien Priest, he obviously caught my eye in NXT. And the moment that I saw him in NXT, I knew that something about this guy is like, okay, like he's got a little swag to him. That's what I love about Damien Priest. Like, he's got that swag about him. You know what I mean? Like, he's got that coolness about him, and I really like. I mean, and like I said, man, he's good. He's great in the ring, obviously, but he's pretty good in promos, I would say. But, for me, with Damien Priest, he's just got that coolness about him. Like, he just comes across as this cool guy and stuff like that. And, he's all around great. I mean, we saw with the program with Bad Bunny. He was really great in the program with Bad Bunny. And now they're putting him in this feud with Sheamus for the U.S. title for SummerSlam. I think that having Damien Priest go after and potentially winning the U.S. title would be something great for him and asset him and further his career on the main roster. So coming in at number 3 is Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, man. This might be a controversial one, because there are people who look at Matt Riddle and be like, oh, he's cringe. Oh my God, I can't stand the guy. How can anyone like Matt Riddle? And stuff like that. But for me, what I love about Matt Riddle, not just because he has bangers on Raw, but just, it's kind of like with Damien Priest, man. He's got that swag about him. I think what I love about Damien Priest, Matt Riddle, well, can't call Matt Riddle, but Riddle, he's just, he's got this lightliness about him. It's, for me, yeah, it could be hard to like him at times, but I think that's what's cool about Matt Riddle sometimes, that he just comes across as this, you know, funny guy and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah, it's just like that. So, yeah, man, you know, Matt Riddle, man, I mean, he's cool. Like, when you look at Riddle, it's like, it's not a character, you know, like, because when you hear stories about him, you hear about the story about how, oh, well, he's like this, he's like that, you know, it's like, okay, like, this ain't a character, this is like how Riddle's actually is in their life, you know, like, bro, and speaking of bro, it's over, like, the fans love it, bro, like, yeah, you know, so I think with stuff like that, man, Riddle could be a, you know, asset to the main roster. And you obviously seeing him. I mean, you know, he was over with Cena. He's in a program with Orton. So that should tell you right away the main roster, Vince and them got a liking for him. Coming at number 4 is Karrion Cross. Karrion Cross. So obviously you're going to get your people that are going to be like, well, Karrion Cross is buried, which is ridiculous. Karrion Cross ain't buried. But I still think that Karrion Cross, again, kind of with Keith Lee, with the right booking in mind, he could be something, you know? Cross, great physique. He's pretty good on the mic so far. People say he can't have great matches, which is kind of like ridiculous. Like, people say he can't have great matches. I think Cross has been having some great matches so far. So he's been doing good so far, you know? Like, he's pretty good on NXT. And that's another thing. Karrion Cross stands out on NXT. Like, if you watch NXT, you'll be like, looking at a lot of these wrestlers like, who stands out? But you look at someone like Karrion Cross, he immediately stands out. So, it's the aura. You know, Cross has that aura about him that can get him a lot on the main roster. So, yeah. So, coming in on the final list, number 5, Big E. You know, Big E, if he can get serious, because, yes, the funny side, it's cool, you know, Big E making all them little puns and jokes and stuff are cool and all, but it's time and place for everything. And I think Big E, if he can get serious, like that feud when he did with Apollo, like, that was perfect. You know, no goofing around, no playing around, just straight to the point. There you go. And yeah, man, like, he could be some. And he's another one who I think will probably dethrone Bobby Lashley, especially now that he has the Money in the Bank contract. So, yeah. All right, guys, so that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry for being this so long, but you know how it is. I'll be getting in my talking modes and stuff like that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any video ideas, man, put them in the comment section below. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my Friday Night SmackDown review, so be on the lookout for that. And subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get to 430. Like, we be getting close. Like, the past week, we were close to 430. I think we're like 429, and then we lost the sub and stuff like that. So, you know, we have 428, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's get to 430, man. We on the road to 500 subs. Half of 1K. So let's get it, man. So anyways, man, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.